Hello everybody. I got some amazing, exciting news that I want to share with you all. I got something new here that I'm going to be able to share with all my customers, something that is not even on the market yet, and I'm already able to use, and we had some great results with quite a few volunteers here and there. So before we start, let's roll the intro. So welcome back. Before we start, if you don't know me, my name is Eric Senechal. I'm a pulsar practitioner for Rejuvenate Hope with Pulsars. So I've been working with pulsars for over 25 years with amazing results with a lot of customers. But today I got something new that I want to share with you all. But before we go and I show it to you, maybe some of you already actually seen some little teasers that I've put on other videos in the past. But before we go there, I want to share you something. I want to make you reflect on something before I show you what it is. So if somebody built something extremely big, something that take years to accomplish, a lot of the times when you build something massive, there's a big reason behind it, and there's a very important value behind this specific project. So let's take for example like pyramids. We'll use the Pyramid of Giza as an example. So that pyramid is obviously really big. It took over 20 years to build. But back then, if they were using such an extreme infrastructure, so big and involving thousands and thousands of people to build, and years, over 20 years to build that infrastructure. And I know there's a lot of scientific facts behind it, but some of this stuff, some of the pyramids, like the Pyramid of Giza, that was being used for different reasons. So one of them is the way it's been built. It's built with the true north. Each side of the pyramid has north, south, east, west on it, and it's precisely exactly on the true north. It is also pointed with the Orion belt in the stars. Why is that? Probably some energy related to that. And also the king's room, there's no mummies in that king's room. They're still trying to figure out why, the scientists are still trying to figure out why this was being used, this specific room. But the room itself within the pyramid was also made of red granite. There was a specific little hole inside, and some people actually said that when the light hits inside of that, when they were right into the beam of light, that they could feel something energetic being very strong. Different people have actually experienced a different level of consciousness. They could feel energy shift happening on them, etc. So through some different books that I've read, they were actually explaining some of the pyramids, that they were using them as a energy healer. It was using them for working on different chakras of the body. Another example for that one is the Pyramid of the Sun in Mexico. So the Giza is a pyramid in Egypt, and the Pyramid of the Sun. And the reason that I want to talk about this one is that even though that's one of the biggest pyramid in the world, it was built for different good reasons, and one of them, and to explain to you why, is that it was built in a strategic secret geomagnetic energy spot, and that it's linked to a ley line of energy vortex of the earth. It also connects the astronomy alignment of the stars and constellation, like a cosmic portal between the Earth and the universe. So they were using this specific pyramid for doing meditation. They were having celebrations there. Also, the pyramid underneath, they say there was a cave underneath, and it's a secret cave, and they were doing special ceremonies there because the energy level was so high. So all different things that contribute with that specific pyramid. And also they were doing different energy ritual celebration with that. So if they were building something again this big to work energetically on a person, that's a lost technology that we're not using anymore, or almost none. There is some different, obviously, with Reiki, and I know there's different form, tuning forks or quartz crystals, people work with that. So there is a reason behind building something so big, to build something that is in the side of helping human health. So if they do something like that this big, there's a big reason behind it, and I think there's a correlation of the level of importance of it. Now, why am I telling you all of this? So I'm just explaining to you all that this is a lost technology, that it is not used as much anymore, and it should be, and it's even more important now, more than ever, because of all the technology that we have today. So a human's energy field is very, very important to the physical aspect of the body. So it all starts with energy. And the reason I'm explaining that to you guys is when it comes to energy, everything is energy. Everything surrounding us, we are made out of energy. And yes, we are a physical being, obviously, but each atom in our body has energy at its center. You're literally going at the core of the human being when I'm talking about this. So if you work at the center, at the most smallest particle of your body, at the center that is energy, that's mean it starts. Everything starts with that. That's deep. That's very, very, very important. And from that, you can heal within and build it out. So by working with somebody's energy, you can change the physical aspect of the person, starting with that. And it's just popping into my head right now. Very small, very easy example that everybody can understand very quickly is when somebody is happy, everybody around them is going to feel it. You're going to have a smile, your eyes going to light up. You're just radiating that positiveness energy. Even if somebody's blind, will know it. I mean, that's just because you can feel it. That's energy. When somebody's very mad, you can cut tension with a knife in that room. They're going to have a sad face. The eyes is going to be grumpy. The eyebrows, like the face, everything physical changes when you're in the state of energy of being negative or mad. So it does have a physical aspect. That's just a very easy description of this. And for you skepticals out there, if you don't believe in energy, well, that's mean don't use your cell phone, because guess what? That's energy, man-made, but it's still energy. You're not connected anymore, and it's all satellite. Don't use your radio, because that's all energy wave going from one tower to the other. Don't use your remote for your TV, because guess what? That's infrared. That's another energy. It makes me laugh. Side note on all this, but it makes me laugh when people don't say they don't believe in energy, because it's like if you associate each frequency to a color, so a crayon color, so you have all the rainbow's colors, and you say like, yeah, you know what, I don't believe in blue, or I don't believe in red, but then you're using all the other colors. It's the same principle, which anyways, side notes, that makes me laugh for me. So frequency energy is there magnets. That's another one. That's one you can actually feel when you put both north and north in front of each other. Why is it pushing itself away? That's just energy between the two. Anyways, enough of that. So I will get to my point. One last thing that I do want to talk about is quantum physics. A lot of people don't understand science in quantum physics, and that's okay. We got scientists for that. But there's a few things that we can actually describe and tell about quantum physics for people to understand a little bit more energy healing or energy work on a human body. So listen to this. I used that in one of my podcasts, but I'm going to re-say this again because it was so good and so profound. I actually love the way it was described. So how does this correlate with quantum physics, and what is quantum physics? It is the science that studies the tiniest part of our universe, like atoms and particles inside them. When scientists start to look really closely at these tiny particles, they found out that the rule that we were using understanding everyday things like how a car moves or how gravity works doesn't always apply. Here are some of the key ideas in simple terms. Everything is energy. Even things that look solids, like your hand or a rock, are made up of atoms, and atoms are mostly empty space with energy moving inside them. Particles can act like waves. Tiny bits of matter, like electrons, can behave like both solid particles and like waves of energy, depending on how we look at them. Observation matters. Just the act of observing something at the quantum level can change what it does. It's like the particle knows you're watching. Everything is connected. This is called quantum entanglement. If two particles are connected, what happened to one affects the other. Even if they are far apart, it's like they're in sync no matter the distance. So that's why long distance pulsar session works so well. Doesn't matter how far you are. So when we say something like energy healing or working with the body's energy, it's often rooted in this idea that we are more than just physical stuff. We're vibrating, energetic beings, constantly interacting with the world around us and invincible quantum level. So when we do long distance pulsar session, it is exactly what it is. It's two atoms that are separated, one here, you over there, and when we work on them, the reflect energy goes to the other person. So that's why when I do pulsar session at a long distance with some different customer, they feel the exact same thing as they would be right here. They'll feel the energy shift, they'll feel the heat wave, they'll feel the coldness spots coming out of their body. They will feel the tingling going all over their body. It's all different things that people feel like waves going through the body itself. They will feel all those things, even though they're in Seattle or Texas or Mexico or whatever they are in this world. The distance has no matter with this. They will feel what we do here. So now, for the big reveal. All this connects together with this new technology that I'm going to explain to you right now. This is the table that I was able to receive, and everything we've talked so far about, it's going to connect to this over here. So at the time of this video, it is not on the market yet, so I am very blessed to be able to receive this. I have been using this with multiple customers. Everybody that used it so far absolutely loved it. And let me explain to you what it is, and then we'll explain more of what it does. So we got a big piece of foam here at the top to make it more comfortable for the clients. And this is what it is. So we have a huge quartz from head to toe. And as you can see, there's some lights underneath there. That's not for being pretty. That's not the reason for it. This table produces thousands of different frequencies. There's a whole part underneath the table, goes right up to the ground actually. And this will work on all the main chakras. But this table will work with all those different frequencies. And it has something underneath that produces those frequencies, like I explained, thousands of different type of frequencies. And you're gonna work on each specific chakras, but it's also going to be working in between those main chakras. So there are frequencies for each chakras, but we're going to be working with all of them. And it's just amazing. It's just amazing. The people that have been using this so far absolutely loved it. It helps to re-energize your body. It helps to recalibrate your energy field. It helps, there are some scientists, facts that are working on right now with the person I've got this from. They're going to be working at, they're saying it's repairing damaged cells and stuff like that, but I don't want to go too much in techniques with that because the paperwork is not out yet. But what I can explain to you though is the experience with this table. So I will be using this not just as the table itself, which is amazing, but the clients I'm going to be using this with, I'm going to be using this with the pulsars also. So putting the customer on this table and added the pulsars on top of that. So you have both benefits, and that's going to be even more results at the long term of what we're looking for. So again, when somebody's on this table, what they're going to be feeling, they're going to be feeling, first of all, heat from the back on your back. Like I said, this is a quartz, so this is cold. This is stone. This is a stone, so it's cold. There's no heat at all coming from this. It's just the energy that is coming out of it that will produce some heat. So within, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes once you're on the table, you can start feeling the heat going underneath your back. And it's gonna envelop your whole body. I feel like the energy aura of this table is about 2 feet that you can feel when you're on it. Personally, I feel it further than that. Because when I'm working, I did some pulsar session on this, which I don't do often, because this table is very powerful and it's overwhelming my body working on it every day. So I use this on the gold package, and I use this table also on the bronze. So I'm uplifting the bronze package is getting an upgrade. So the upgrade with the bronze, so that's when we put people on the table with the pulsars for an hour. And when it's the gold package, it's when people are receiving long distance pulsar session, which I can do the bronze also long distance, obviously. But when I give the energy boost the next day, I do it on this table early morning. Also with the pulsars doing the energy boost on this table, and people are just absolutely loving it. The few people that actually tested it with me, some of my closest customers, they were actually telling me that they felt during the session like they went through meditation like super fast, and they felt very, very calm, and it brought them into, I have different stories. So one of them told me she went into a void. It felt like an emptiness, protection emptiness spot where there was nothing, like no pain, no stress. Her mind was not racing, so she was able to be calm and not have like no guilt, no weight, no disease, no nothing, just bliss of relax in emptiness. That was when a customer told me that. I got a few more that they say they're feeling so much more relaxed after this. Although the pulsar does feel very relaxing, it was a different level with this. They say it's as good but different. It's like driving 2 different type of cars. You can drive a Mercedes car, but you can also drive like a Ferrari, or you can drive a Range Rover, or pick the car you want. It will still bring you to the destination, but it's not going to be the same type of drive depending what you like. So I think pulsars and this, it's something similar. It will bring you there, but it will be in a different way. Yeah, so a few of them told me how much their mind was much more calm. They were not getting as stressed out as much during the day when things were happening to them. I have some people, it just helped them sleep, just to be more, their awareness has grown, their sixth sense has grown. Also, some people have told me different health benefits from this, which I cannot disclaim, obviously. But yeah, there's been a lot of good results with this table, and yeah, I absolutely love it. I use it myself too quite often. My family members and friends too, and everybody loved it so far. But yeah, meditating with this is just amazing. So that's the big reveal that I wanted to let everybody know. I'm super excited about this. I'm super excited about using it more and more and introducing to other people. Oh yeah, I forgot. One of the most important thing, the person that built this told me that it will help people to transit from third dimension to fifth dimension and up. So Earth is already at fifth dimension right now, and it's just the people that needs to catch up to it. A lot of people need to catch up to it, and it's going to help the people to transit into the fifth dimension energy, and it's going to help to reopen the human consciousness, evolve the human consciousness. That was one of the main reasons of this build when he did this. It's going to help the people to let go of the backpack full of rocks that we've been pulling our whole life, and releasing that and moving forward for our own growth of consciousness. So that was one of the main thing that he told me about this table, that says like, and it's just, we have multiple effects with this, positive effects that comes with it too. But one of the main reasons was for helping people to move and grow their consciousness to a whole new level. So, which I can totally believe. And again, seeing from different customers that have been using it for couple of months now, 2-3 months now that we've been using this, have told me similar thing, that they're noticing that their pattern of thinking has changed, their way of life has changed, the way of seeing life has changed, and their environment is changing also. So that's a much more in the spiritual side that it has done a lot for them. So yes, super excited about this. I will not go further because I know this is a very long video, but it needed to be said, it needed to be shared. And I would love you guys to do the same thing too. Please share it out there, give it to the people you love, so we can help them too, to grow consciously, to help health-wise, and doing some pulsar sessions with them and help them in their journey. So I'm very excited about this. So share the video, please put a thumbs up. It helps me greatly, so the algorithm can actually share it to other people too, and so we can help humanity. I think we need it on this planet Earth right now. I think we all need it right now. So share it and love it, and we'll talk to you guys in your next video. So have a great day, everybody. We'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.